Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Scunny Man Rob and welcome to the channel. I make these videos on Vechain every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So if you'd like to stay updated on Vechain's progress, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you end up enjoying the video, do me a kind favor and smash that like button too, as it really helps the channel and I would greatly appreciate it. In today's news, yesterday afternoon, after I posted a video titled Vechain $1 at the end of the year, what do you know? Maybe an hour, I say, look, 2 hours after I posted my video, Bitboy Crypto, one of the biggest crypto YouTubers, came out with a video called 5 Cheapest Altcoins That Can Make You Rich, and Vechain was #1 on that list, to which Bitboy said Vechain could hit $2 at the end of the year. Now, not saying that this dude copied me, or he probably doesn't even know that my channel freaking exists, okay? But if you don't believe it coming out of my mouth, then here, believe it coming out of this guy's mouth. So let's just take a quick listen.
Number 1 on my list of cheap altcoins is one you cannot go wrong with, Vechain. I've been telling you guys about this one since 2018. There's no stronger project in the supply chain tracking space. It's not even close. While you look at many of the charts from today's cheap altcoins and see that they've gone parabolic out of nowhere, Vechain has been building up ever since the summer of 2020 when the price was under a penny. I told you it had some of the best potential in the entire crypto space for the bull run and could push upwards of $2 by the end of this year. While we are still a 20x or so away from $2, we've already seen almost 1000% gain since I picked it and gave a price prediction. And I believe that we still will get there all the way to $2 by the end of this bull run. Vechain has massive partners, including Walmart of China. Now, if you think our checkout lines are long, you should see them in Beijing. I'm just kidding. I have no idea what their checkout lines are like. I've never been there. But the fact is, Vechain is a solution to a huge problem in the world. Has strong fundamentals and strong technicals, and it's still under a dime. Many people have pointed to a Cardano type run ahead for Vechain, where it seemingly pumps forever. It's been following along a similar path to Cardano from about 6 weeks ago. So you definitely want to pay attention to Vechain.
Thank you, Bitboy. Thank you. I appreciate that. And guys, people try to tend to make investing harder than it needs to be because there's emotions involved. And I mean, rightfully so. If you're investing like your total life savings into this, the amount of a car, the amount of a house, I can see how it could be nerve wracking. But ladies and gentlemen, by now you should know what you're invested in. You should know that this space, the crypto space, is a safe investment because it's not going anywhere. Once the governments get involved, you should know it's game over. It's over, guys. We just need to receive more clarity. And guys, watch the floodgates start opening up. Watch the billions start flowing in, okay? And speaking of money coming into this market, I want to replay this video of Don Tapscott and him talking about blockchain, decentralized finance, the supply chain industry, and where he sees it heading in the future. And I want you guys to listen very closely because this guy knows what he's talking about and he knows what's coming.
So this is one of the problems with the cryptocurrency world, right? Is that there's so much we don't know about who's doing what. How serious is this for its legitimacy when we now know bots are front running?
Well, I think the irony of the story is the reason we know that is because of the characteristic of decentralized exchanges that enable transparency. And that's why decentralized exchanges will dominate over the centralized ones.
Dominate, keyword dominate, and we have one more, 240.
It's just not known, and it's a myth that this is technology that's not scaling and it's not being used for anything important.
Donald, blockchain, of course, shifts some of the trust from people and institutions to technology, but then you get hacked when it comes to Bitcoin exchanges, Bitcoin wallets. So how do you bridge that gap and address the fact that not everything can be solved by technology alone?
Well, I think few things can be solved by technology alone. It's humans that solve these problems. You think about Quadriga and the fiasco there, where people lost $250 million. But the problem wasn't the technology. The problem, because blockchains are much harder to hack than the traditional systems that we have today in our banks and governments and other institutions. The problem was bad governance. you had a centralized model where one person had control, and that just doesn't, that kind of thing doesn't happen. But if you look more broadly, what's happening in the economy is quite extraordinary. The $50 trillion supply chain industry is moving to blockchain. At this event next week, Richard Smith, who's the CEO of FedEx Logistics, will be discussing how FedEx is going to rebuild its whole logistics business on this technology. And that's one of 15 different industries where really big things are happening.
So
My man, Don, shout out to you. But folks, $50 trillion moving into the blockchain sector, into one of Vechain's main business industry, is absolutely insane. Can you imagine about 1% of $50 trillion moving into Vechain? That would be $500 billion added to the value of Vechain currently. Vechain is going to be a multi-billion dollar, a $1 trillion company, and it's going to be one of the few blockchain projects that make it and exceed in the future. Now, before I end this video, I have one more little post I want to show you guys. I'm already clicked on it. It's from Eisenreich. Shout out to him. Vechain times Seeking Alpha. The Freedonia Cooperative published an article today on Seeking Alpha, the world's largest investing community, titled "Vechain is the blockchain investment for the next decade." And ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't get better than this, man. Vechain is the blockchain investment for the next freaking decade. Not next year, not next 10 years. In January, I entered Vechain as my top pick of 2021 in tech, and 2.5 years after writing about its potential, it is currently the winner among other tech investments. Vechain is an enterprise-focused supply chain and logistics blockchain solution with a long list of large partnerships. The coin's price is up more than 4 times in 2021 already, but I think there's plenty more space to build as more investors see this opportunity. This idea was discussed in more depth with members of my private investing community, the Coin Agora, and 2.5 years ago, I wrote an article called "Vechain will be the next major blockchain success story," and since that article was published, the coin is up an amazing 6,972%. And yes, you have read that right. And ladies and gentlemen, that is why we are here. That is why we are invested in this space. Those type of gains in that period of time. Are you kidding me? And it's only going to get better than that. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on to your seats because we are about to hit the rocket boosters. That is all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Scunny Man Rob, and make sure to subscribe and leave a comment and tell your friends and family that Vechain is the golden goose. I'll see you next time.
This one for the old me. I was getting back to them. They was trying to hold me back to the old me. It's time to pay up if you owe me. Ain't no little bro.